Hello, this is another of my videos for Health Answers. If you've watched any of these, you know that I have over a period of time talked about foods that help your health, those that you should be eating more of, but I've talked a lot about vitamins. And the reason why I have, but not only vitamins, I've talked about a lot of other things, but talked about vitamins because I've studied them since 1980. No, I'm not a pharmacist. I didn't take any college courses in pharmacy or vitamins, although I do have a degree, but it's in business and some in computers and whatever. But anyway, the point that I want to make here is because I've studied vitamins for so many years, if you take that looks like about 40 years, doesn't it? And during this 40 years of studying and evaluating them, I've also been taking them. And I will monitor what I take by looking at the different sources. Now, if somebody comes along and says, okay, here's one you should take, and it's the only source that I can tell that's telling us that's a good one, I don't bother with it. My criteria usually is I have to see at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 times different people, different groups, different doctors, organizations telling us that a vitamin is really good or a mineral or whatever that will promote your health. Well, I'm now 80 years old, and even though I've gone through cancer surgery, which there's no indication that the cause of cancer is from taking too many vitamins or not taking any vitamins. It may be something that's hereditary partly and environmental partly. Who knows? Anyway, just went to the oncologist this past week, and now I'm cancer-free. And I'm looking forward to several more years of doing my studies, not only in Health Answers, but in my Bible studies, which I've done for 45 years. But you may want to go on to Revelations of Heaven and see some of my Bible stories and articles, all originally written, just like these in Health Answers are. But with this virus that we're having, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, we're starting to find out a lot of different things, like some vitamins that are particularly good for eliminating, helping you once you get a little bit of a virus. Now, there's no indication that if you're in a really bad case and you've had it for a while, that vitamins can help you. So I'm not really trying to tell you that, but they may. Who knows? We may find out more and more. And just this past week, we found out that there's a study from Pfizer Pharmaceutical that 99% of their trials for their vaccine on this virus have been successful. Now they're doing more trials, and that vaccine will soon be available. Is that the total answer? Probably not totally, but it may be one of the real good ones. And we may find that we'll have others as well. But today I want to share with you a little bit about some of the vitamins. For an example, it's been found that our immune system really needs help in this time of this virus. And those vitamins that help the immune system are zinc, vitamin E, to a lesser extent, vitamin B complex, and there's a couple of them with strange names. I won't try to say a couple of them, but all you need to do is look them up and you'll find out those. I'll tell you right now, I'm taking the three that I mentioned, zinc, E, and B, even some A, but not as much, and one of those two strange sounding names, which I'm going to try to pronounce here in a moment, because that's basically what this video is all about. What they found out is a new health supplement. It's an AstroTrue supplement, very powerful antioxidant that's helping the immune system. It's getting help for other things too, and I'll get into that in a moment. But the vitamin or mineral or supplement, however you want to frame it, is called ataxanthin. I'm going to spell it for you. ASTAXANTHIN. Ataxanthin. Somebody will pronounce it with a more emphasis some place in that syllable. There's the old saying from one of the old comedy peoples, be careful what you say in your syllables. I'm talking about your syllables now, of course. But ataxanthin probably is a better way of saying it, at least for me, has been determined to be a very hot supplement, superior in many ways. It is also beneficial not only to the immune system, but to your eye and to your brain, especially as we age. Now, we don't have to be old, like I am, to want to curtail aging. We could be in our early 30s and say, hey, I'd like to do something to help it, like I did when I was barely 40 and been at this thing for 40 years. And I think my health is vitally improved because of my vitamin regimen. Well, this new supplement promotes benefits for the heart, the skin, the joints, the eyes, the brain, got some others here. Give me just a second and I'll be with you. Oh, turn the wrong page. And I'm going to tell you where this thing comes from too. But the immune system is really the thing that kind of steered me to this one because of the virus and the immune system excellency. But as I said, it's the heart, the immune system, also the cholesterol levels, your eye, your skin, your joint health, healthy liver, your physical performance, probably energy, and of course your brain health. All of these things have been proven to be beneficial in health tests. Ataxanthin is really a red carotenoid, and it's a pigment that's kind of reddish yellow, orange, and it's grown an allergy in some of the plants, and it's grown in some areas of the country, but it's primarily in North America, in Canada. And this particular one has now been found, and this organization that's put it together in this supplement has transposed it and made it really beneficial for all of us. Now, this particular article that I'm giving information from is from the Health Longevity News. It's a longevity science organization. It's been around for a long number of years. There's several other things that I get from time to time, and especially in this one, that I might share with you later on, but I want to hone in on this one. Now, we can get oxytocin in foods, but just like a lot of foods, And though our diets just don't, are just not conducive to getting a lot of good vitamins in our diet in enough quantity to really help us. Well, this supplement can be consumed in foods, but not nearly enough. Probably the best way to get this vitamin, other than, of course, taking the supplement, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment, is in eating seafood, in lobster, shrimp, crab, and salmon. Now, they say in the studies that there is a particular brand of salmon that really is the best. And if you could consume this one in 26 to 38 milligrams about 4 to 5 times a week, you would have enough just by eating this salmon. And the salmon is wild Pacific sockeyed salmon. Now, can you get that at Kroger's? Not likely. Myers, wherever you go. If you're in the South and watching this one, maybe some of the southern grocery stores down there. I've gone down there in visits over the years and gone to some of those. And you may be able to find this in some, or you may be able to order it someplace. I don't know. I'm not trying to. But this particular supplement that I have started to take is really good, according to all studies. Now, I've not been taking it long enough to tell you that it's benefited me by any means. I can tell you I've gone to several doctor's appointments recently to check up and gotten all good reports of my health and whatever. And I say that only because I've been out in the public, not encountered the virus. I've taken precautions, of course, worn a mask, try to keep a little bit of distance. But I did eat out a couple of times in restaurants and was very careful when I did that and followed it. And there were not a lot of people when I did it. So the point is, you need to be careful and still do it. And I have not had any indication that I'm anywhere close to having this virus. So I'm really interested in keeping my immune system high. Rather than going to the North American facility in the British Columbia to try to find this astaxanthin grown in an algae kind of a plant, and consume it myself. I just as soon buy it ready-made. Now, obviously, if you could go to British Columbia, pick it up, make it safely, we could probably do it cheaper. But this supplement comes in a soft gel, 12 milligrams, and you can buy it in various forms. You can buy quantities of so many in containers and buy several containers. There's 60 in a container, and they say to use at least one a day. You may even want to start out and do 2. But let me just tell you before I give you the company and tell you a little bit about why I'm doing this, is that this oxytocin is essentially a free radical neutralizing supplement. Now, free radicals are the things that will unstable your molecule, that speed up aging, and they cause all kinds of health issues. And they're caused by things like too much sunlight, air pollution, high carb diet, smoking, infections, fried foods, drinking alcohol, poor nutrition, and many other things. Well, This particular supplement is 6,000 times more effective than vitamin C, 800 times more effective than CoQ10, which is a new supplement you may have not heard of, but I've been taking it for a number of years. And it's 550 times more valuable, more beneficial than green tea. And that's been recently said that you need to do the green tea. Well, this particular one you can find by going online to www.tvl-com. And TVL stands for the type of organization it is. And you can go online, do your own study. I always say, make sure you understand what you're taking before you do it. If you have a doctor who's at least somewhat knowledgeable in vitamins, and some are not. I talked with an oncologist not long ago, who I still see occasionally. The doctor and I didn't really talk vitamins, but the nurse's practitioner, who's really good. She is just really very knowledgeable. She knows a little bit about vitamins, but she said she didn't know. And when I told her my studies, she said, boy, I need to sit down and talk with you more about it. Well, and then I'm not promoting me by any means, but do watch some of my videos. I think you will have some knowledge by these things. But again, do your study yourself. Go online to this I said TVL. That's not right. It's IVL.com. Capital IVL looked like a T, sorry. It's IVL. I found it by going to Botanical Choice or by Swanson's Vitamins. So you can do that by not going online, but find some other sources of this. And make sure you get the thing that's spelled Astaxanthin. Astaxanthin. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if it's right or not. Now, before I conclude this video, I want to make it very clear. I get no compensation from any of my videos that I put on here. I don't get any compensation from promoting this supplement. The only benefit I get is letting you know something I've found to be, I think, beneficial. Studies have proved it. I've looked into it a number of ways. I found different sources that have said this one's a good one, not just this longevity study. And I get no benefit. No one gives me anything. But I want you to have the knowledge of something I found I think is good. Don't take my word for it. Go online, go to some of these supplement studies, go to these doctors, Dr. Whitaker, Dr. Sears, many of the others that you'll find from time to time. And they will tell you what's right and what's good. And you can do your own study. Thanks for watching. I hope you never get this virus. I hope you find out these vitamins and can improve your immune system like I am trying to do. Thank you again. Come back again. Like me on Facebook and subscribe to me on YouTube. Thanks a lot.